Morning, everybody. Welcome to day 35 of our weight loss challenge and day 5 of our biking challenge. We're about to go out on our mountain bike. We're going to take our Marlin 7 out. We got our water bottle. We've got our granola bar. I got the GoPro. I just put the mount on, so we're going to take it up to Blue Hills and get some mountain bike. And this is the first time taking this bike off-road. We've been on the road a couple of times, but not off-road. So should be a lot of fun. I'll share some video with you. Once I do this will probably be about 5 miles of off-road mountain biking. We're gonna come back, we're gonna jump on the e-bike and probably do another 20 or 25. So the goal will be like 25 to 30 today. Stay right on path for that 1,000 miles we're trying to do. So it should be a lot of fun. Beautiful day, high 60s, low humidity, awesome day for a bike ride. We'll see how busy it is at the Blue Hills. We're trying to get up there early so we can get a quick ride in and have some fun. We'll come back and talk to you in just a little bit. So one of the best things I did is I used to just throw my bike in the back of the truck and it would kind of slide around a bit. So I bought one of these race face covers here, and this is great because again, it protects the bike, protects the paint on the truck, keeps everything from banging into each other. Everything is steady. This one's pretty good too. You can see, I can still see the rear view camera. You can still see my third brake light, so everything's still compliant, so you don't run into any issues. But this works well. It just sits right here. You get the padding, so the bike sits well. You lock it in. There's padding on both sides, so and the bike just locks in. It doesn't go anywhere. So this is a cool setup. Definitely something I recommend if you're going to do mountain biking, taking the bikes anywhere. You want to protect your vehicle. This is a great little setup. So I figured I'd just share that with you real quick before we head up there. Hey, good morning, everybody. So we're up at the hills now, at Blue Hills. This is that easy little lead-up trail that'll take us up there. So should be a nice day. It's relatively early. It wasn't crazy busy up here, which I thought it might be. It's a little chilly. It's in the low 60s, so maybe as it warms up, I think the afternoon will be busier. But yeah, get the first impression of the Marlin. See how we feel after we get a good ride in here. So come back and talk to you in just a minute. All right, guys. So got our first little trail off that little path there. This one's usually pretty fun. I haven't done it this year yet, so some good rocks, some good downhills, decent speed. Definitely rocky trails. Well, that's interesting. It's good that I wasn't going too fast, because I would have killed myself right here. That wouldn't have been good. All right. Well, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you ride in the woods, right? You don't know when there's going to be a tree down. That would have sucked, because I was not ready for it. So kind of my first impression of just riding a little bit here, a couple miles in, is I really do like the gear, right? The drivetrain. That 1x10, I feel like it's easier to find the right gear whenever, especially with a lot of these like loose rocks, dirt, this trail. The back tire just slips out a lot on you, like you don't get grip. So having that easy setup is awesome. I really do miss those comfort grip handles though on the 5. Like I feel like there's a lot more give in the suspension, which is good. But the drivetrain's awesome. But the handles are definitely not nearly as comfortable as the 5 was. So that's probably my biggest takeaway so far, is that I think the 5 is probably a little more of a comfortable bike than this is. This thing's pretty good with the rocks though. I mean, you can see this whole thing is all ruts and rocks. Yeah, pretty good. Again, the hardest part here is just finding a good line to stay consistent on. The bike will handle the bumps, but just finding the right line for it. So I'm going to jump off here in a sec, and I'll come back and see you in just a couple minutes when we head over to one of our other paths that we're going to go on. So I'll see you in just a couple. All right, we got a downhill here. Nobody tunes into these videos to listen to a chubby guy wheeze getting up and down the hill, so we will share the downhill with you here.
Yeah, the hardest part of this isn't even the grades of the hills. It's just that there's so much loose rock, and then when you're trying to get traction, you'll bump into one of these bigger rocks that just, especially if you catch your rear tire on, just completely derails you. So that's the challenging part. Like, I'm only gonna do like 5 miles up here today, but this will definitely be as good a workout as doing, you know, that's what I mean. You hit a rock like that, it just stops you dead on the uphill. But this will be as good as a 45-minute road bike workout. So come back and talk to you in just a minute. All right, everybody, we're a little over 3 miles in. We got a path here that I'm gonna take that gets me back to the road because I took the wrong trail, and I'm not gonna get back anytime soon the other way. So I'm gonna take this little path over here and head back on the road, then ride back over. It'll add like another mile or so onto the ride. So nice ride up here today. A couple of people we talked to saw a really big mama deer. I mean, a big doe, and she was in the path in front of me. I wish I had my camera on. She was beautiful, but I guess she was with a baby. I was talking to a hiker, and she was trying to get back to her baby, so we try to get out of the way and clear up some space. That's the nice thing about being over here, is you just get to see wildlife. You get a nice ride. The mountain bike ride kicks the shit out of you, and it's actually a lot of fun. So we're back over here where we go to the cruise nights. If you actually follow the Fox Body Phantom channel, this is where we do the cruise nights on Thursdays. I'm sorry, Fridays, up here at Blue Hills at the Trinity Church with some really nice people. So that's this part of the ride. I'm gonna come home and switch over to the e-bike and go bang out a quick 20-25 miles on that. So we got our 25 and 30 in today on an awesome pace. When I get back to the truck, I'll tell you how we finish the ride, like what we have for miles, calories, the whole 9 yards. So we'll come back and talk to you in just a second. All right, everybody, we just got done. I'm so mad I screwed up my Fitbit. I hit the pause by mistake like 3 miles in. We did before between 4.5 and 5 miles. When I had the 3 mile pause, I still had like 444 calories burned in like 3 miles. So I know it was probably like 600 or 700 calories or like 5 miles. So we're gonna now jump on the e-bike and get a nice ride on the e-bike the rest of the way. So we're gonna do at least 20 more miles today. So at least 25. Shooting for maybe 25 miles on the e-bike. So 30 total today, which would put us at 151 miles after 5 days, so just over 30 miles a day, which is at a great pace. That if we kept that pace up, we could actually get 1,000 miles in 30 days, which would be cool. But I'm not shooting for that. I'm shooting for the 45 days. I think because I'm gonna have some days where I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna be some days I'm in Tennessee and I don't want to kill myself. I'll tell you right now, mountain biking after doing 125 miles or 121 miles the last 4 days was tough on my legs. So I'll come back and see you in just a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back to day 35. We just got back from the mountain bike. We did our 5 miles on the mountain bike. We're about to take out the e-bike, and we're going to do another 20 to 25 on that bike, depending on how I'm feeling like on the road. Haven't decided what path I want to go on today. There's so many nice ones, but man, what a beautiful day. Everything's green, the sky is blue, everything's nice. It's 10:30 in the morning, so I can go out and bang this ride out, come home, make some dinner, make some lunch, get some yard work done, and enjoy my afternoon and my night. So I will talk to everybody in just a little bit. When I get back from my ride, I'll tell you how we finished. So we just got back from just under 22 miles on the e-bike. We burned like 400 calories. It was it was a decent pace. It was like 16 miles an hour. It was funny. I was talking to a gentleman on a road bike, and he's like, I passed him. He's like, hey, you're cheating. I'm like, I know. And it really does feel like a cheat when you're riding against the folks that are pedaling so hard the whole time. But it is great because you're still getting your legs worked out. So we got 5 miles on the mountain bike, just about 22 miles on the e-bike. I think we may jump on the Peloton for a 20-minute ride later on today. Probably try to get in like 7 or 8 miles there. So I'm thinking it's minimum will be 27 today. Could be anywhere into it could be anywhere after that up into 34, 35 miles max. So good day. Felt great. The weather was perfect. Just really excited to get out and enjoy the ride. And there's going to be an e-bike review coming up on here too. So if you think about getting an e-bike, this will be my 60-day kind
kind of impressions of owning the bike. And you know, right now we're just under 200 miles on it, so we've gotten some miles on it. We know what the bike rides like. So if you're curious about getting an e-bike, and this is Aviton Pace 500. This is a really well reviewed bike from other places. So I'll give you my top 3 and bottom 3. So check that out if you want. Thanks as always for checking out the channel. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't so far, and we'll talk with everybody really soon. Thanks.